എം.പി. സ്ഥാനം രാജിവെച്ചതിലൂടെ കുഞ്ഞാലിക്കുട്ടി കാണിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് വലിയ ഒരു രാഷ്ട്രീയ വിഡ്ഢിത്തമാണെന്നും വേങ്ങരയിലെ സുമനസുകൾ തന്നെ ബനാത്ത് വാലയെ പോലെ കരുതി സ്നേഹിക്കുന്നുവെന്നും രാജ്യത്തെ ആയിരക്കണക്കിന് ആളുകളാണ് തന്റെ വിജയം ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നതെന്നും അതിനുവേണ്ടി പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നതെന്നും മലപ്പുറം ലോക്സഭ SDPI സ്ഥാനാർത്ഥി ഡോക്ടർ തസ്ലിം റഹ്മാനി പറഞ്ഞു.
See, the farmers issue was first come to the parliament, and it was not new. It was going on since 2019, and it was inside the parliament. Where were the people, this leftist, when it came to the Rajya Sabha? The UDF and LDF both combined are in majority in Rajya Sabha. How they did not manage the floor so that the entire opposition comes together and see that bill failed and rejected by the Rajya Sabha? Why not? They don't have a reply. There was a Swaminathan Commission report pending since 2006 onward. Where were these left people? Why they don't raise a movement to implement that Swaminathan report since 2000? It's 14 years now. They were in rule in Kerala and at the center in between. They were supporting the government. What they did? Why the Swaminathan report was not implemented since last 14 years? And then when this bill was being discussed, why they didn't walked out? Why they didn't voted against? Even if they voted, why the UDF did not? As I said, and I'm repeating, that why there was not a floor management inside the Rajya Sabha. So they both are guilty. Now if they made a promise that they will do justice for the farmers, are themselves are on the street. They don't need the support of any left or right or the center or this and that. What we are doing is expressing solidarity with the farmers, and the SDPI has raised this issue in the month of October itself. This September, this bill was passed, and we raised the issue in October itself. We called a national conference on the farmers issue, and then we raised a country-wide protest. Not only in Delhi, all across the country, we raised the protest marches, various states. And then when these farmers came to Delhi, we are there since that, we are standing there. So farmers don't need today any left, right, center. Whatever we are doing, it's a solidarity with farmers, nothing more. The time is elapsed. You are inside the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, you must have to condemn it there on the floor, not on the street. See, this is a Lok Sabha election, and I will be dealing with the national issues inside the Lok Sabha. So mainly, whatever the situation of communal polarization is going on in the country, I have to counter it inside the Lok Sabha. Whatever legislation, the dangerous legislations they are planning to come out in the Lok Sabha, I have to stand against them. Secondly, I have to lobby among various opposition parties to garner support to oppose those kind. And then I have to collect the forces which can stand against the fascism in the country. So this is one part I have to do. Second part is the local Malappuram issue. I have observed so many things in Malappuram and Malabar region which are discriminated for last 70 years. Though the development of Malappuram is obviously and on face of it seems like that of a very good development, but in the inside this development demands a lot of discrepancies are there, and we have to check on those discrepancies, and foremost is education. I have seen that so many Kerala people are there in our bureaucracy, but from Malappuram it's almost nil, zero. So I have raised this question with the establishment over here in Malappuram, under inverted commas, establishment. What they offer to the about the modern education to the people of Malappuram? Why they are lacking in the modern education? This is a big question, because the education ministry has lied with the UDA for so many years. Still there is no particular Arabic university, and there are no proper schools. The 12% reservation to the people of Kerala Kerala Muslims is not implemented. Even in the state bureaucracy, the number of Kerala Muslims, particularly the Malappuram Muslims, are very little. It's drastically little. I have to improve them. So I have to, and thirdly, you see, the boys, I have noticed that they are very much fond of playing football. and there is no coach for the government side, no academy to coach the football. There is no stadium available. It's an unfortunate thing that the whole Mallapuram doesn't have a place where at least 5,000, 10,000 people can be gathered. There is only one ground, and that too, there is police ground, and it's not available to the general public. So we need some stadium here. There are so many other things. I don't want to open my cards today. I will open it sometimes. See, I'm wandering, I'm roaming around this constituency, and I have visited all these 7 segments, all the 44 panchayat, 4 municipalities, and all, so many villages. So I didn't remember the name. Around 140 villages I have visited. I have met a cross section of people, very elite class of Malappuram, and a very, very poor, downtrodden people, particularly at the shores of Velinkunne, where at the sea level, the very poor population is living. So I visited all these people, and what I received a response that when I passed through with a great enthusiasm, they waved at me, oh, he's going. And when I go to shake hand with them, they come very close and shake hand with enthusiasm. And then they come for a selfie. So this shows, and I watch their faces, the happiness, the smile, the laugh they have. So it gives me a lot of encouragement. It tells me that the people of Malappuram has embraced me. They like me. And sometimes a very beautiful compliment I get. Most of the people, particularly our elderly people, when they come, they hug me, they kiss me, they place their hand on my head, and they say, you look like Banatwala. That gives me a lot of pleasure. It's the grace of my Allah, alhamdulillah, that Allah has bestowed His mercies on me this way. Secondly, whatever the ex-MP who has resigned in this constituency, I don't know what he thought to resign. It was, to my viewpoint, it was a political blunder. So whatever he has committed, it is his own choice. But the people has a resentment. So there is an undercurrent. It's a very strong undercurrent for a change, and for a positive change, and for an alternative, and a kind of resentment. So this resentment, this desire to change, this to see a person like Banatwala in the parliament, such a desire, it is supporting me, and inshallah Lazim, thousands of people across the country are praying for my win, my victory, just because they expect there will be loud voice inside the Lok Sabha if I am there. So I'm thankful everybody who is praying, who is showing their enthusiasm to me, and I'm sure inshallah.
മലയാളം ടെലിവിഷൻ മലപ്പുറം.
പൊന്നിൻ തിളക്കമുള്ള സത്യസന്ധതയ്ക്ക് 6 വയസ്സ്. അതെ, പവൻ ഗോൾഡ് 6ാം വാർഷികം ആഘോഷിക്കുന്നു. പ്രിയ ഉപഭോക്താക്കൾക്ക് ഇതാ ഞങ്ങളുടെ സ്പെഷ്യൽ ആനിവേഴ്സറി സമ്മാനം. 120 ദിവസങ്ങൾ, 120 വിജയികൾ. മാർച്ച് 30 മുതൽ 4 മാസം നീണ്ടു നിൽക്കുന്ന തിളക്കമാർന്ന ഓഫർ. പവൻ ഗോൾഡിൽ നിന്നും പർച്ചേസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന നറുക്കെടുപ്പിലൂടെ തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കുന്ന ഓരോ ഉപഭോക്താവിനും പണിക്കൂലി തികച്ചും സൗജന്യം. ഓരോ ദിവസവും ഓരോ വിജയി. ഇതാണ് യഥാർത്ഥ ഓഫർ. വരൂ, ആ വിജയി നിങ്ങളാകാം. യഥാർത്ഥ സ്വർണത്തോടൊപ്പം തിളങ്ങുന്ന ഭാഗ്യവും സ്വന്തമാക്കൂ. കണ്ടീഷൻസ് അപ്ലൈ. പവൻ ഗോൾഡ്, താഴെപ്പാലം, തിരൂർ. 0494 242 3916.